Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon now. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. And it is November, 9th, 2025. And it's like 12:20 p.m. here in Chicago. So we're going to get to the Clarissa situation. Well, it's no longer a situation. It happened. We're going to get to that Clarissa story in a few. But first, let's talk about these fucking bullshit artists at Starbucks. They are so full of shit, and people should really be pissed off and just stop fucking shopping with their dumbasses. That whole craze that's going on with these teddy bear looking mugs that they put like two and three out on the counter, knowing good and goddamn well every single Starbucks was going to get like hundreds of people trying to get one. They knew exactly what they were doing. They never ran out of supplies. There's never been a reason why they couldn't make literally 20 of them. It's glass. I mean, really think about that. It's glass. How hard is it to make a million of them? They knew exactly what they were doing when they put two and three out to let 50 people at a time fight over them. And these dumbasses are in there fighting over them. That's called what? Planned scarcity. Planned scarcity. They knew that people were going to go crazy because people are going to convince themselves that it's rare and they can't get it, so they got to try and get it. And they're in the stores fighting like damn fools over a teddy bear mug made out of glass. I mean, really let that sink in. It's not made out of sterling silver or, platinum. It's made out of glass, you guys. And the cap, I'm going to assume, is plastic. People are fighting over plastic and glass. Starbucks, those CEOs are sitting back laughing at us. And it just makes us weaker and weaker and weaker because the more shit like this happens, the more shit they think they can get away with. And they are getting away with it. They knew exactly what they were doing. They're releasing two and three at a store. They know on any average day, the store gets hundreds and hundreds of people. And now it brings more attention to their brand. It makes everybody think that whatever they drop is highly coveted. It makes people who get in line at, I heard as early as 4:30. It makes them think people who, no, that's when they opened. People were in line from midnight. It makes people who've been in line since midnight and they get in the door at 4:30 and now they're fighting because only two of them are on the shelf. Like, it makes people who are already in the store say to themselves, well, I'm here, I might as well buy this. I'm here, I might as well buy that. And you know what people do? This is going to sound crazy. They want that mug so bad that when they can't get it, for that small moment in time, they convince themselves they got to get something out of that store. So they'll grab one of the pink Starbucks cups or one of the red Starbucks cups or anything that says Starbucks, because they're in this zone now where in their mind it has to be worth something that they've been up since 2 in the morning. It's really fucked up how they play with the instability of people in this country. It's really fucked up. And I wish people would wake up and fucking boycott their asses. I can't tell you the last time I've been to Starbucks. Their coffee ain't even all of that. That's what I don't get. And they can't even make a hot chocolate. How do you fuck up hot chocolate? The last time I had a hot chocolate from there, I'll say it was about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I took a sip and I said, now how the fuck do you not know how to make hot chocolate? That shit was so watery. Hot chocolate got to be the easiest thing to make. And if you want to make a great hot chocolate, you're not buying anything in no damn box anyway. If you guys ever want me to tell you how to make a bomb-ass hot chocolate, I'll tell you. But as far as coffee, you know what? You know how I make my coffee every morning? Well, let me stop. I don't even drink coffee every morning. But when I'm in the mood for like a frappuccino or something like that, you know how I make mine? I buy the Stokes brand coffee in the grocery store. I like the purple one or the dark brown one. Those are the two strongest. And then I buy my oat milk creamer or my almond milk creamer or my coconut milk creamer. And you make your own at home. It's always going to taste better. Always. There's no way on the planet any store can make their coffee taste better than what you make at home. And it ain't about the money. Yeah, I can spend $7 a day with the rest of them, but it's about the fact that I can make mine taste better. Why do people shop there anyway? That shit ain't even all that. That shit ain't even all that. And it's like this little stunt they pulled, it's disgusting, and I really wish they'd go out of business. I really wish they'd piss people off to the point where people say I've been, like some people saying they've been to 10 and 12 and they literally traveled to 20 different Starbucks. I wish all of those people would say, you know what, every fucking Starbucks I went in, you guys said you only had 3 on the shelf and they gone. You guys are full of shit. Stop playing with me. I'll never be back. But they're not going to do that. People are on eBay, and I went and looked. People are on eBay trying to sell them for like $1,900. You see people bidding on them shits, and the price is already past $200. It's a glass mug. Glass. It's a glass mug shaped like a teddy bear. Your ass is 40. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And Starbucks is getting away with it, and that's what really pisses me off. I can't wait till them fuckers get what's coming to them. But anyway, enough about that. That's how, capitalism, comes with all kind of little tricks, to boost, sales and stuff like that. This planned scarcity and manipulation. That's how it goes, But anyway, let's talk about Claressa Shields. Are we really about to act like that didn't just happen? Because I don't see anybody talking about it in our community. Like, did we decide not to talk about it? I don't know. Because I want to talk about it real quick. Just real quick. So, you guys know Claressa, she was honored at some event, I forgot. And, of course, Papoose was with her. So, they were on the red carpet and they were taking photos for the cameras. Well, Papoose was behind her, and he kind of had, like, his head, like, kind of right over her shoulder behind her, and he's smiling for the camera. She decides to take it up a notch and look up at him and say, give me a kiss. Because remember, she's standing in front of him, he's behind her, the cameras are all on her. That's her thing, she loves it. She looks up at him and says, give me a kiss. You clearly see her mouth move, and she's saying, give me a kiss. You guys, he didn't kiss her. And if you could see the look on her face when she looked back at the cameras, it's almost like she wanted smoke with us. Well, I remember when she looked back, I was like, I didn't do nothing. That's how she looked at us, and her eyes got wide. He played the fuck out of her, you guys. Why would he do that? Why would anyone do that to somebody they claim to care so much about? Even if you're not a public kisser, even if you have a choice at that moment, are you going to say, nah, because I'm not a public kisser? Or are you going to save her from the embarrassment? So I've decided now, and I never bad talked Papoose in the past. Yeah, Remy Ma, I think, did him dirty. But at the other end of the spectrum, I don't know about everything he's done. So I will say that. But as far as him and Claressa, as annoying as Claressa is, and as thirsty for attention as she is, maybe she's getting what she deserves, maybe not. But from Papoose's standpoint, I just don't think she deserved for him to do her dirty like that. That man could have leaned in and gave her a kiss. And I did see where at least once before he has kissed her for the camera. Why did you do that to her? Why would you do that? Why? And like, other people might say, she deserves this, she deserves that, she's always talking shit, she's always trolling, she did this to Layla Ali. I get all of that. But from Papoose's standpoint, from where he's supposed to stand in her life, why would you do her like that? Like, he did her dirty, you guys. But here's the funny part about it. So she looked at us like she wanted to smoke with us. And then some music, I think, was playing. So Papoose said, hey, hey. So then she, of course, she needed something to kind of deviate from what just happened to her. So she started dancing, hey, hey. And then she started laughing like it was just so funny. When we all know she was still embarrassed, right? So that's basically what happened. Claressa looked at him and was like, give me a kiss. He didn't kiss her. He just started saying, hey, hey. And she started doing it too and dancing and pretending to be so happy, right? Now, here's my thing. I did a Usain Bolt to the comments, 9.58. I ran to the comments like nobody's fucking business. And they dragged the shit out of her. They brought up Remy and how he'd never do that to Remy. They brought up about how he's using her and that man does not want that woman. And they're saying all types of shit. But the funny one that I found, somebody posted the caption right where Claressa is saying to him, give me a kiss. Somebody posted that caption, that photo. And then they wrote on it, Claressa Shields, give me a kiss. Papoose, hey. When I tell you I was on the floor. People ain't shit. But they dragged the shit out of poor Claressa. Claressa, girl, get to the bottom of what his intentions are more than anything. Because I also saw somewhere where he plans on proposing to her, but that doesn't make sense. He's still technically married. But even if he was able to sell her that, right? Or even if his intentions truly are to marry her and he wants to propose to her, it's not a situation where his proposing to her outweighs him not wanting to kiss her. So don't look at it that way. It's not like love wins because, yeah, he didn't kiss her, but he's proposing to her. No. If that's the situation, you got to ask, why is he proposing to her? Why are you proposing to a woman that you don't even want to kiss? And at that particular moment, you did not give a fuck who was watching. You didn't want to kiss her. Why are you proposing to her? You know what I mean? So somebody better figure something out. And to me, that somebody is Claressa Shields. Somebody needs to do some deep searching and find out what the fuck is going on. And shit. Claressa, act like you got some sense. But anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, in this beautiful city of Chicago, yesterday somebody stole an ambulance. Or was it the day? It might have been a few days ago. Somebody stole a goddamn ambulance and went on a high-speed chase with the police. And then had the nerve to go speeding down a one-way street. And so, of course, I ran to the comments. Somebody gonna write, at least they could have turned on the sirens and the lights. Now, if they would have been on that high-speed chase with the sirens on the ambulance, I would have been on the floor. I would have been, thank God he didn't know how to turn on the sirens, because I would have been on the floor. So, this happened on the west side, right? And if you know anything about Chicago, west side and south side, they're always taking digs at each other. Somebody probably from the south side gonna put in the comments, I saw west side and it made perfect sense. Oh my God. I was on the floor though with that siren comment. But Chicago is, as they're saying now, Chicago is not a real place. I mean, you could steal a Mercedes, you could steal a Honda, a Toyota, you could steal, I don't know, a Subaru, whatever. But why a ambulance? I don't know. And remember that guy stole the horse? You know what? I think he was from the west side too. Remember the guy who stole the horse and was galloping down the street and then had the nerve to have the whole audience that was watching him back up. He stole the horse, mind you. He told everybody around him, back up, back up. He had them forming a big circle around him. And he did a backflip off the horse before he got arrested. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, Clarissa, get it together. Talk to your man. All right? Or just never do that again. Like I don't know how you want to handle what he did to you, but that was pretty humiliating and people were definitely talking about it. And well, I'm not even going to get I also saw a post where Clarissa, she had her hair done. It looked like three different people were on her head, and all of them must have been under the age of 12. But that ain't really worth talking about. Oh, but Clarissa, congratulations on your $8 million deal. Again, I'm not trying to be funny. I believe there got to be a little bit of truth to that. So let's hope it comes to fruition. All right, have a good day, everyone.